Director of 𝐓/𝐈𝐓 Limited, and I want today to enlighten our viewers matters with ownership of properties in Kenya, particularly in an apartment. There is an act of parliament that was passed in 2020 that allowed people within an apartment or developers, those who develop apartments, to make sure that the ownership of different units are well registered. And in an arrangement where one have built an apartment of several floors or stories, initially we didn't have what we call title deed for individual unit, and there was a challenge between even the bankers. How are you going? Yes, I have a unit. I want to buy this apartment, a unit in this apartment. I want a mortgage against it. It was a very big challenge even for bankers. How are they going to charge? Because it was standing in one title deed. So it was very hard even for bankers to give loans against this unit. Yeah? Despite that, they were of high value. But you know, value also depends on how do you prove ownership. You could not have proved ownership without that title. And now the Act of Parliament of 2020, Volume 21, came up with the sectional title that now every unit in an apartment has its own title, registered under whoever owns it, whoever have bought under their names. So these ones have come to solve one problem. One, initially there are developers who abused, in terms of abuse the status that they are the ones who have the mother title, where that apartment was standing, and they could have accessed money using the same mother title. Yeah, and only to realize that somebody has defaulted to pay, and now all of you are at risk of being auctioned without your consent. So now it has come to solve this issue of ownership, because right now you cannot charge that mother title, because already all the units within that apartment have individual title deeds, which we usually call sectional titles. So we want to also say matters with sectional titles has also added value, yeah, have come to make sure at least people now feel comfortable to buy units in an apartment. Initially people were asking those questions that which all the developers could not answer, because matters with ownership was not within their control. And with leases, because we have all lands within the urban centers, cities and urban centers, under lease, and those, especially those that outside the urban centers, are usually the freehold ones. And these leases, once the title is under lease, you are expected to pay what we call land rates to the relevant county governments. So it's good also to understand you will be paying rates to that sectional title to the relevant county governments. And that's why the approvals are being done by county planners or municipal planners. They are the ones who usually approve those plans, and then the deed title is registered by the relevant land registrar within that jurisdiction. In fact, the responsibility of now paying land rates squarely lies with individual. Yeah, it is squarely lies with individual, because right now the mother title is not the one that is being used to pay the rates. Is that sectional title is the one that is being used to pay land rates.